My name is Owen Carson, and I am a botanist slash ecologist with Equinox Environmental. And we are an environmental consultation and design firm out of Asheville, and we facilitate high quality land planning, conservation planning, and ecological services. Ryan invited me here today to check out some of his building sites and have a look around for some invasive exotic species that might be there before building and could potentially arise after. So invasive species aren't necessarily from a different place. We have native invasive species here, such as blackberry or poison ivy. Think species that come in aggressively, in situations where land is cleared. And then there's the exotic part of it, and that refers to the origin of the plant. And just as we have native invasive species, there are exotic species that are here that are not invasive. So the real quandary comes when you have a species that is both exotic and invasive. And so when such a species begins to invade in a natural environment, depending on what type, they have all sorts of mechanisms that disrupt the ecology. They can displace native plants, they can eliminate populations of rare species, they can affect the ecology deeper than just the plant level. They can exclude certain wildlife species, they can favor other wildlife species that are undesirable. There's just a lot of disruptive quality.
This vine here is Oriental bittersweet. As its name implies, the species came from Asia, and when it was brought over as an ornamental plant, you might recognize it from Christmas wreaths from a long time ago. It reaches sizes up to 3 inches in diameter, the vines. And really the big problem with it is that, as you can see here, it's starting to grow up into the trees. And one of the worst parts about invasive exotic vines is that they can damage your trees, ultimately kill them. Whoa! All right. So, Oriental bittersweet has these characteristic orange roots. You can see they have a lot of filaments or hairs, and you can see how much soil came up when I pulled it. So, it's really important to attack species like this before they become established, or else you're going to create a lot of soil disturbance when you pull them out. See these little white dots? Those are called lenticels, and you can see they transfer onto the green stem as well. And this is a great way to identify this vine, because there's not a native species here that resembles it whatsoever.
The more informed homeowners and landowners we have, the greater the buffer that we have for natural areas. And removing invasive species on a homeowner and landowner basis is great for the overall ecology.